أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of Al-Sadiq Institute of Islamic Banking, Finance, and Takaful, I warmly welcome all of our esteemed participants to today's highly anticipated webinar on the role of artificial banking in Islamic banking. Artificial intelligence in Islamic banking. We are truly honored by our participants' presence and grateful for their time taken to join us today. Well, speaking of artificial intelligence has become one of the most transformative forces of our time. From revolutionary healthcare to supply chains to redefining the customer experiences in financial services, AI is shaping industries across the globe. Especially in financial sector, AI is enabling predictive analysis, personalized customer arrangement, fraud detection, and operational efficiency. Islamic banking is about ethical finance and risk sharing models. By integrating AI, we can not only modernize operations, but also ensure greater financial inclusion, transparency, and trust. At Al Sadiq Institute, we believe that adopting AI is not just a technological shift, it's a strategic move that is very imperative if we need to accelerate the growth of Islamic finance globally, make it more competitive, accessible, and future ready. Now, it is my absolute privilege to introduce our distinguished guest for today, Mr. Zubair Elahi, a seasoned banker and financial services professional with over 20 years of diversified experience in digital transformation, retail, and Islamic banking and topmost strategic leadership. His career blends regulatory compliance, technology-driven innovation, and operational excellence, making him uniquely positioned to speak on the convergence of AI and Islamic banking. Currently, he is serving as a techno functional lead with expertise in AI enabled solutions. Mr. Zubair is actively contributing to Sharia compliant solutions and technology driven practices. We are truly honored to have Mr. Zubair with us today. Without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Zubair to share his insights on the role of AI in Islamic banking. Sir, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Again. Thank you very much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to, discuss the artificial intelligence role in Islamic banking, particularly. As Madiha has just introduced and, told us that AI is playing a very significant role in our daily life, and it has reformed and reshaped the entire, universe process. I mean, like I would say the global process, particularly in financial sector. We are aware of the fact that in Pakistan, it is not that healthy to adopt the technology very quickly. But I would say if there is no AI, there is no business. So it is a kind of narrative we need to adopt, and we should follow these things and by adopting it immediately. As far as AI is concerned, AI is how the AI is playing a role in our daily life. It is making process easy. It is bringing in the trust. It is making things easier to take about the decision, and it is as far as businesses are concerned, you can reach the customer very easily, and risk reduction by getting an analysis on the basis of all the algorithms and the history. So I would say that if we're coming to the Islamic banking particularly, so AI, as in Pakistan, the Islamic banking platform, Islamic banking presence is increasing. As we know, the 20%, more than 20% of the banking has been converted to Islamic banking. Now the challenge is like why though the speed is quite high, but we can increase this conversion more quickly and efficiently by adopting an AI. How can we do that? I would say that uh, by doing an AI, we can bring in the methodology, we can bring in the processes which can help the customers to, which can help us to reach the customer, and also which can help the customer to know the Islamic banking product. So the main dilemma is, your main challenge is about the knowledge about the banking in Pakistan. The stronger and the better we can communicate with the customer, will be able to convert the customer from conventional to Islamic banking. And this is the mandate of State Bank of Pakistan, that we need to convert all the banks into the Islamic banking as well. So by adopting this, we can accomplish this task in a very efficient and a better way. Okay, now I would come up with the things that where AI comes in generally. AI comes in with respect to the customer experience. So if we talk about the customer experience in particular, AI can come up with the multilingual thingies. Nowadays, we've got a challenge that we've got quite a regional diversification, and there are multi-language speaking in our different regions. So what happens is, it is challenging for the banks to open the branches in every segment. And similarly, if they call on our call centers, they don't get the multilingual response. So by adopting an AI, we can bring in the multilingual response, which can help the customer to get the required information easily. And similarly, it can help the bank, it can help the call centers to communicate in an efficient manner and reducing the cost of operations. So, there is a challenge that there is always a customer onboarding cost. So AI can significantly reduce the onboarding cost of a customer for the bank. And similarly, AI can, enhance the reach of a customer to all the end bank customers. This is the way we can bring in the customers into the bank, segment. Secondly, I mean, I would say that, normally we've got challenges with respect to the 24/7 facility. So by bringing in the AI, what we can do is we can open up all the information sources for the customer for 24/7. So this is something, again, a very ease, and without putting much cost on human resource, and OPEX cost will be reduced for the financial sectors, and particularly banks, I would say that. Again, normally what happens, it is very there are lots of products, and we still are not, these products are maturing in Pakistan market, with as long as the Islamic banking is spreading around. By AI, what we can do is we can tell the customers that this product is more suitable as per the profile of the customer. What, as we are all aware of the facts of what AI is doing, is AI is doing the putting an algorithm on all the available data, and then providing the suitable recommendation to the answer. Similarly, this can happen over here. It is very hard normally when the customer walks in, and to communicate from the representative point of view and from the customer point of view, to align and pitch the right product. So by bringing in the AI, what we can do is we can we can easily communicate to the customers that this is the right product you can adopt, and You can definitely, this would not only give a comfort to the customer, but ease at the bank level to onboard a customer. Okay, so this was the whole lot customer experience, which can be increased so that there are other, short forms which can bring the customer onboarded and give a convenience from the both side. Uh, Going forward, what we are doing, the most important thing in our lending segment is the risk. Our economy is like, we are underdeveloped economy, and so I would say the developing economy, yes, we're saying, but again, we are a dependent country, and definitely our education level is not that high. So it is very, the risk factor is quite significant with respect to the lending products. Uh, so AI can play a very, very vital role to bringing the risk factor low, as well as providing an accurate, uh, I would just say, a score or any risk assessment of any particular customer. What is what is there? There, we face two kind of risk. One is a customer level risk, and other one is a documentary risk. So by bringing in the AI to address the documentary risk, we can bring in the AI, and the AI can, do the contracting itself and come up with the solution on a very quick basis. What we are doing is we spend, as we've seen practically, if we see the example in banking sector and other way, when there is a contract time, we take a lot of time to validate the contract and to make it happen. And sometimes if there is any change in any the product or any change in modality, we have to go back and get the things done. So by bringing in the AI, the contracting would be an easy and accurate, and it would be, not that long to execute with respect to the time. So it is again a time bounding factor which can, help the financial sector to, capture and address the risk at the point in time. Now it is something like, there are certain, factors which provides, there are certain risk elements, or there are certain risk reporting which State Bank is asking, and by bringing, and on a very regular basis, and we need banks is facing the challenge because of the manual systems, and even going for the technology and automated systems, that they're not able to provide the reports on time. So bringing in the AI, that this how can we reshape this thing? How can we bridge it over here? Bridging it, like, AI can do the processing and AI can do the profiling, and they can bring in the risk of any organization. So it is very, very easy for a state bank to have a dashboard of every bank, and they can see the real time risk of any organization at the same time. So this is a very, very important use case, I would say that. But again, the adoption of it is gradual, and but we need to start it right away to, I would say, to take a help out of it. It is not only a challenge at the state bank level to get these reports on time, but it is very, very challenging, as I have experienced that, to develop these reports and submit it to the, regulatory bodies, any other, authority, and it takes a lot of time and resources. So AI can play a very, very vital role to bring it down from both ends and give you the most possible and accurate risk rating of any organization at the real time. I would say that. Okay, now we normally coming to our next, important area where AI can play a vital role is a fraud deduction. Normally we are facing lots of frauds nowadays. Scams are going on. They're like people are calling and getting information. Though there is a knowledge sharing campaigns with the customers that don't share your password, don't share your things. But again, it is happening around, and especially by bringing in the digital stuff, the frauds have been increased. So we would say that these are the digital frauds which are increasing day by day, and people are becoming a victim. Artificial intelligence can play a very, very vital role over here. What we do is there are two, three ways of it. One is it's basically there are artificial intelligence, multiple I would say segments like a facial detection, speech to text, sentiment analysis, and by using all these use cases of artificial intelligence, what we can do, we can easily handle it. Like if I take an example over here, with respect to the ATMs, what is like the camera, the surveillance camera in ATMs, that is normally a recording camera. And whenever there is any fraud or any scam happen over there, we need to go back and see the frame of it, and then we act accordingly. And that is somehow fraud is done. And the recovery, there are challenges with respect to recovery. While using an AI, artificial intelligence in for the surveillance, the real-time prevention can be done. The alerts would be generated on the basis of different rules, different methodology. Okay, this is what if I say myself, we are doing practically here. We like as a use case, we have developed a product, and I think most of my participants and colleagues, they would have heard about it, that the surveillance AI role in surveillance is playing a very significant role. But again, I would say the adoption is not that quick. And this is not because that we don't want to adopt it. This is because of the technology cost. So it is very important that the question arises that how can we leverage this thing? So I would bring in few use cases later stages which can help us to establish the models which by which we can provide an ease and access to the user in a sense, organizations or any individual to adopt AI in their daily life. Okay. Now, I would say there is another very important factor that we are going to discuss with respect to the AI role. Uh, no, it is like though we are using a mobile. I mean, like most of us are adopting our technology with respect to the use of mobile, but how AI can play a vital role. The financial inclusion, I would say, in the other way around, the financial inclusion can be done on a very large scale and quickly by bank, again, access to the people. So all the unbanked people which are not able to travel to the particular branch of a bank, or they're not able to, get the particular information, as I told earlier, that we can bring in the ease and the different use cases with the help of AI to provide them requisite information at their doorstep and with an ease so that they can adopt it. Similarly, we know that as we have seen the experiences, there's the nano lending coming in, there's the digital lending coming in. So this was the first step, but this is not the AI. Again, we are experiencing that there are chat bots available which talking to things, and we are bringing in more efficient to help people around. But again, this is not the real case of AI. We are using a chat GPT and saying that we are adopting AI, but this is not the actual use case of AI. Yes, this is the first step. This is helping. It's kind of help, but we can't say it's an AI. AI is the real term which when bringing in your things on the typical automation and trusting it that you would get the real result as per your requirement. So it is something very important how to train a model. So if we train a model on the right way, we can, leverage, we can use the AI on a very, very long spectrum and with a very, very good use cases. But contrary, if the use case are not, accurate, the learning is not on the right path. If it's a a bad boy kind of thing. So definitely that's gonna bring in the challenging situation in AI utilization and AI results. Okay. now, after doing things with respect to the AI, there are certain question comes into mind of an individual, and with respect to the security and all the regions, that how can we protect our data privacy? How can we uh, you know uh, this how can we do these things? The skill gap, as far as AI is concerned, that we are facing currently, we don't have much skill of resources, and the regulatory readiness. I was, you must be aware of this fact that wherever we want, if we want to adopt any technology or any new invention, we have to play a role by bringing in the regulatory policies it would say, I would say, at national level policy. And similarly, if the financial institution is concerned, so we should seek the guidance or support from State Bank of Pakistan. So over here, I would say that the State Bank has come up with coming up with an AI policy, and especially at national level, what we can say, we have got now an AI policy at the first draft of it. So it is very healthy that in Pakistan we have accepted these things that we have to adopt an AI as quickly as possible. And again, I was hearing few things around as I was talking to the MOIT. I was sitting with the Minister of IT a couple of days back, and similarly, Director General Cybersecurity. So there is a shout, there is a call that there is going to be AI particular related, a focused ministry possible. There's a possibility. So I believe this is a very good step. And again, what we are coming up with, we were there to pitch to the government and to the people that we should bring in the sovereign AI. So if what is sovereign AI? The sovereign AI means that currently the hardware requirement for the AI is very much, and the hardware is very expensive. We are aware of the facts that mostly the known factor is NVIDIA, and their hardware is US based, and we've got certain restriction and policies from the United States as which has been labeled on the country like Pakistan, any other country. And there are certain other use cases which are like with respect to the utilization of this thing, like this cannot be used in any of the forces. This cannot be used any of the security agencies and things like that. Similarly, the personal utilization, there is a clearance required. So these are the challenges over here currently we are facing with respect to the adoption of AI as well, because the AI processing is not easy. And as I told earlier, it is an expensive proposition with respect to the development and with respect to the hardware proposition. So, I mean, like we were there to discuss the thing that, in financial sector, not only with financial sector, but for the other
Travel.
sectors. Yes. Okay. As you know, we were discussing about the challenges faced with respect to the AI in Pakistan overall, and especially with respect to the financial sector. In as far as the national level is concerned, we've got now an AI policy available. First draft has been issued by the government of Pakistan. But at the regulatory level, we are still waiting from the SPP perspective for banking sector to bring in to come up with an AI policy, so that we, by adopting it, by following it, we can start using the AI things. I think there is another challenge over here, is that we have got a lack of resources. It's a skill gap available with respect to the AI. So as far as our organization or our role is concerned, we are coming up with an AI resource academy, AI skill academy, which will not only help people to learn about it. And again, there is a one course which we have launched with the help of Government of Pakistan, which Stanford University is taking it. There are 4 cohorts. It's a quarterly based 3 months course. And so they are going to come up over here in Pakistan to train the people on AI, and not only with respect to theoretical proposition, but they are coming up with the practical changes. So after having that 3 months short course, I would say, or not on the crash, but the short course, you'll be able to do set. The purpose of telling these example is that uh, AI adoption is very quick, and it's inevitable that you would miss it at any point in time. So all of us should participate and proactively to adopting it and contributing it towards AI. So data privacy is, yes, one challenge. So how can that be addressed? Normally, we say that the cloud policy is it's not that lenient with respect to the financial sector. But how can we address this thing? So we went to the government of Pakistan that, this can be addressed by bringing in a sovereign AI concept. Rather going for the silos thingies, we should act as a national level, and by developing a national cloud, which would not only help the government bodies but also can leverage by the private organization, financial sector as well. Otherwise, to tell you frankly, currently adopting an AI as an individually, it's not that easy. So I can see that factor is very important. The cost is quite high, and especially the bringing in the hardware for the this respect of AI processing is also a challenging. But again, it is becoming easy day by day, and I would say there would be a time in a very short period that we'll be seeing the changes happening very evidently. Now, there is also an important factor that there are two kind of things. One is unethical AI and ethical AI. So by bringing in the ethical AI, we can have the multiple use cases with respect to the customer confidence, with respect to the customer monitoring, with respect to the state bank regulation and things like that. So it is, as I told you, to train an AI is a very important. Again, it's if we it's like a pet. If you train it well, you can enjoy it. But if something goes wrong, then you can have ripple effect of it with respect to that. So this is one thing which is very important to learn while we adopting an AI, that your model should be trained properly. And again, if we keep on working in silos, it would definitely will keep on facing the challenges. But we need to combine to address these things. So again, I would emphasize that the government of Pakistan and the State Bank of Pakistan should be bringing in the things for the people, not only with respect to the policy level, but also practically by supporting them, by giving them certain relaxation to adopt the AI thingies. I would say now what can be the future outlook by adopting it? Future outlook, and there are certain things as we see at the Malaysia, we see at the Indonesia, we see these countries that they have adopted their Islamic banking models are very good, and we normally make them a precedent to follow that. But again, I would say by adopting an AI in Pakistan, in this particularly Islamic banking, we can make it as a model, model bank or model Islamic banking platform. So this is something. It's a decision. You would say at all the level, and particularly from the government and the state bank level. And again, the adoption from our side. Normally, I say we talk about technology. So talking about is not enough. It is adopting it. It's just living it. So we have to live technology. Similarly, we have to live AI. But the fear of AI coming in and taking away the jobs, taking away the individuality is of not that much deep, normally which has been addressed in different shapes over here, which has been spread it out. So we have to have a positive approach by adopting the AI at this point in level and bringing in the efficiency. And again, to become a role model, we can play a very vital role by bringing in at our Islamic level, particularly Islamic banking level. Okay, now there should be a vision. I would say that whenever there is any adoption, whenever we want to reach any significant change in any of the sector, we have to have a VN. It is bound by the VN. So the VN of AI-driven Sharia-compliant Islamic banking is very important. And this can be done by sitting together. This can be done by giving a comfort from, Sharia Council side. This can be done by giving a comfort from State Bank side. So I've emphasized on this thing that it's sooner is better over here. That we should sit together, and this can play a significant role with respect to the transforming the conventional banking into Islamic banking. This is a must a case right now. Otherwise, again, we've got many infrastructural issues and challenges which are hindrance to convert this thing in a stipulated time span. So these are the things which AI is bringing in our daily life. AI is reshaping our financial sector, but adoption is slow. That's a fact. So, and particularly talking about the Islamic banking, the role of AI is very minimal, I would say. Currently, I don't see any AI role in Islamic banking, apart from a particular chatbot level, which is still not well trained. So this is from my side about the AI perspective as far as our normal life and AI perspective in Islamic banking particularly. So the floor is open for the question answer session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. The floor is open for questions. If you have any questions, kindly share your questions. If you wish to type, you can type. Do we have any questions? I think 4 people, 3-4 people have raised their hands earlier. Nobody. Okay. Anyhow, sir, as you have mentioned that EI requires a huge transaction cost as well. So my question over here is, how can AI help Islamic banking in reducing transaction cost at the same time acquiring itself acquiring cost of an AI model or AI thing itself is very high. How you can leverage it while maintaining Sharia compliance? It's a
Okay.
bit tricky thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a very good question. I think the one question comes up with the three different answer over here. It's seems like it's simple, but the answers are on the three different nodes. One is the adoption of AI in Islam transaction-based thingies. How can we
Yes.
reduce the transaction cost in AI? So definitely, the transaction cost is based on the branches, the user in the branches, and the customer coming to the branches. So as I told earlier, that adoption of AI can help the customer to do transaction as the digital economy is there to add at the doorstep, by using the things like that. And similarly, the cost of transaction can be reduced. Like, we are bringing in the different propositions, we're bringing in the different methodology, the different algorithms, which AI can come up with the particular and the targeted area. So you need not to go through all these sets. You need not to go through the different mechanisms. So AI can come up and give you the accurate things, which would help to bring in the legit transaction, and similarly the customer adoption for the Islamic banking as well. Secondly, yes, with respect to as far as the institution, how can they adopt an AI, because it's an expensive proposition, as I mentioned earlier, the hardware perspective, and again the technology development perspective. One angle is quite addressed in Pakistan. The software and the products are available in Pakistan with respect to which can help the banks to reduce the cost of operations and onboarding a customer as well. Now the other side, how can they adopt it? So currently there are 2-3 ways of adopting it. One is they can adopt it on a SaaS model. So again, SaaS model is basically, I would not say the SaaS, it is called the PaaS model.
Please, the word SaaS should
Yeah,
be,
it's
abbreviation is for.
basically a software as a service. And there's a
Okay,
PaaS
thank you.
model, which is called a PaaS, product as a service. So now the
Thank
new concept, after bringing in the AI, there's a new concept coming in, which is, which is getting a penetration in the market. That is the PaaS, product as a service model. So what is product as a service model? Product as a service model that, as you know, we being a company, we are gathering product, software, and the hardware together and providing an access to the customer as per the requirement, as per the need. So this is one thing which is quickly to adopt. Acha, so what can be the possible challenge here? Now the questions comes into play that there could be a challenge that we being a financial sector can't go the cloud services. Again,
right.
the cloud policy of the state bank is very much clear and very much, that illustrates that if we are, the cloud is residing within the Pakistan, and if the all the other, parameters are addressed for with respect to the cloud security policy, then it can be adopted. So again, I would say the state
Agreed.
bank has to play a very significant role here. So they need to bring in more use cases towards the cloud, as they have expressed a very few use cases for the financial sectors. So this is one thing I would say. And thirdly, I was telling that there is sovereign AI concept. The sooner we accept it, so I tell you, if I give an example, that we are trying to play a vital role here with respect to the sovereign AI thingies. We are partnered with one of the NVIDIA, cloud partner, which is, there are three or four in the world, and we are partnered with this region who is taking care of this Malaysia, MENA region, I would say, that Middle East and Africa, where. So they
Got
they
it.
are they are working on a couple of AI factories already with the company. And as we had a meeting with the Ministry of IT a couple of days ago on this thing, so we had a very good response. And I believe these dialogues will turn into the practical things very soon. So
Inshallah.
I would say that would be the time when the real cases, the real adoption of AI would be into a play.
Thank you, sir. So another question from this answer of yours. So, as you have mentioned, SAS and PES. Now, what is your take on this thing that AI adoption in Islamic finance should be start from the customer oriented products or from the back end or both, like back end compliance and risk management, or it should be both customer and back financial
Okay.
institution itself?
Very, very, very interesting question. Very interesting questions. So
Thank you,
normally,
sir.
as I told you earlier, the change is inevitable. Like,
True.
if you're not going to adopt an AI, will be gone. Will be the past. So sooner is better. Now, if you say that which one is the first thing, so it is not. There is no first thing. You have to transform. You have to start adopting things simultaneously. Operational perspectives, there are products available. If we say the compliance, so now the GRC tool, I also work with the one. We have the one where the AI implication is very much there, and that is helping the organization to do their compliance with a very much ease. So the compliance in Pakistan is very big challenge as far as the financial sector is concerned. So one question, there is a product, and there are a couple of other products available. But again, it is very important to, to finalize or to take a decision that what kind of product you're going to adopt. So we have to have a very much, sorry for inconvenience, as you know, we are still not able to find a good internet in the country. And currently for the past few, and we're talking about an AI.
Yeah.
So, but
That,
I tell you very interesting things. AI products are based on the methodologies that if there is any disconnection of AI, internet, the AI would AI would
Yes.
start working. So this is one of the beauty of the AI product. That if you are using an AI, artificial intelligence, so that is the that has gone its own methodology, its own engine, to process things and provide its results. So I would
If
say
it's
yes,
offline as well. That's
yeah,
what you mean to
yes,
say.
it is, it is,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So what was the question?
So we were at the question of at which stage should it be introduced, at the customer level or at the bank level?
I think it should be introduced simultaneously, both levels. And as I'm telling again and again, the sooner is better. So we should start bringing in the use cases, and we should start bridging the gap between our operational aspect and our the front end customer level aspect. So it can play a significant role. We've got a departmentalization in the bank, and I think the bank has got financial sectors in Pakistan, especially Islamic banking. If we say as it is growing, the profits are growing, so they have got a muscle to spend on AI technology. So I think they should start spending on this area. This would help them out very quickly to bring in the output.
So we have a few questions from our participants, and after that, I'm going to have a last question from you
Sure,
regarding
sure,
the sovereign AI and national policy. Okay,
sure.
so first question is from Mr. Mr. Malik. He's asking what skills are required for the employee and privacy of information while using AI in banking. I guess he's asking about data security and privacy.
Very, very interesting question. As far as skills are concerned, there are a couple of things that we are there are many things. I would not say a couple of things. There are many things we are hearing nowadays that there are few courses available with respect to AI use, but those are not the cases which can really give you the financial sector output and leverage. So if we talk about the financial sector thingy, so the AI is, I would say, it's more towards the technical side. If we talk about it, there should be AI factories with respect to the skill set, or there should be the AI departments in every organization, and they should start onboarding people one way. Or the other way around is, as I was telling earlier, we are bringing in the AI skill set lab or AI skill set platforms, where we, with the help of a government, we are going to train, or we are going to help people to use how to use an AI effectively, especially the technical level and the front end user. So, that for him, the AI use is, I would say not only with respect to it would not be that much difficult. They are the user of it. Like if I say in banking sector, there are two main frames. One is the front end guy, another one is a technical guy. So the front end guy, whether they're sitting as a back end operation or they're facing the branch to the customers, they they are supported by the technology backend, and the technology hub and technology departments are there. So they should start bringing in the people. They should start giving a training to the people with respect to AI. And the use cases should be developed with the help of the operational guys, the front end guys. So this is the combination you should bring in, and that is how you can bring in the skill sets. There are two ways. One is an operational aspect, how to adopt it, how to use it, and how to get the result out of it. Second one is the developing it, how to develop it, what are the use case. Again, the which model needs to be trained on what way and on what parameters. So it is very important. So I'm still saying that it is very important to train a model on a right track, to put a baseline on a very, very rationally. Otherwise, it would take you to the place where it is not easy to reverse the impacts. So this is the challenge here with the AI. It is as quick if you get the results quickly, so it can be both ways. So again, technology adoption is always not that
Tricky one.
yeah, it's a tricky one. So, but again, the results are quite significant in AI.
So the next question we have is from Sarfaraz Ahmed. No. Atif Rehan Malik. How AI is useful in banking products and the customer as well. We have answered it. I hope so. We have answered it. In
Yeah,
the
I would again come up with it quickly that as far as the product development is concerned, by profiling the customer and this economic shapes
customer
of
specific needs.
yeah, customer specific needs, you can design a product. Again, if the offering is concerned, you can make this product reachable to the customer digitally, remotely to open it quickly. By bringing in the AI, the help is concerned, you can train the chatbots, which can help the customer in multi-language to support them, to, adopt them, to open an account digitally. So this is how we can build this. This ecosystem can help the customer to be onboarded with a lesser cost, and I would say lesser cost on the longer run. Initially, you cannot say that by putting in the cost right now, you can reduce it. But yes, you can reduce the time of onboarding. You can reduce the hassle from the both side, from the customer aspect and from the operational aspect.
Okay, sir. At the same time, don't you believe we have like issues of AML, like in face to face and on digital transactions? We have observed that a few cases, in fact, many cases have emerged in UAE countries where there is AML issue is very much highlighted
Very
because of such.
important. Very important. Again, I would say that as the data is trained, as the AI is trained on the database, and by bringing in the AI, yes, this can be a negative thing, please. If that is not adopted, if the unethical AI is playing its role. But on the other side, how can we reduce this AML issue? It is very important. By bringing in the AI, we can do the different profiling, different set of transactions, and different platforms. Like if I say the global risk compliance softwares, so the AI, what AI has played a significant role in these kind of softwares, said they are bringing in the compliance across the world. So what you can do is the risk vectors, the updation of the policy and their triggers are there with respect to the AI. So AI can do this thing that AI can help you out to update your, product, update your compliance. AI can help you to give you the alert wherever their risk is triggered. So AI can help you to bridge that, uh, you know,
Yep.
uh, gap by updating your policy. So this is where you can use the AI role, and you can reduce the AML factor, anti-money laundering, negative cases over here, and you can help yourself and organization that the legit transaction is there and the legit customer adoption is there.
Okay. Uh, And one very interesting question, although we have very interesting question, as somebody has highlighted, Mr. Ghazanfar has highlighted that India is far ahead of Pakistan in terms of AI and cloud and all this thing. And then Mr. Samsam Ali Awan has questioned that as we are talking about AI involvement in Pakistan, we have many more challenges to adopt it fully. As you know, we have a potential number of customers that are illiterate. We have lack of much stability of internet that we are facing. Don't you think these issues should be addressed beforehand, and what role government should play to focus on these issues? There should be skill sets for all human capital force already deployed in the field. As you have mentioned that you have collaborated with Stanford University, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so please.
Yes, very, very important questions. As we started speaking about it, and during our conversation, uh, we mentioned on different times that the support and the platform is very important. The baseline factor is very important. Infrastructural challenges are there. Yes, we know that. So how can we overcome this thing? One thing I tell you, I'm telling you that we are meeting government of Pakistan very frequently on different AI policies and things like that. So the government of Pakistan is very much interested. They are bringing in the things which would address all these baseline issues. Naturally, without addressing this, we cannot adopt an AI. And simultaneously, they are doing some steps. They are doing some steps very, quickly and very drastically to improve the AI adoption quickly in the organizations. There are few ministries like Ministry of Information where we are working with them on an AI thingies. They have adopted a few use cases of AIs, and it is helping them a lot. They're very happy to help it. Similarly, I would say that it is no for country like Pakistan, and especially as you specifically told that India is far ahead. Naturally, India is far ahead. India's education policy, the role with respect to technology is much high. And something to tell
Agreed.
you, there is a $3 trillion market right now of AI, a $3 trillion market in the world, but we have got a zero contribution. Pakistan has got a zero contribution with respect to AI. So, I mean, like it is very much worrisome thing that we are still not started. I mean, like it
Very
is
nascent stage.
yeah, it is the
Another
time to
one.
start. It is the time to adopt. So we all here, I mean, like the way we are talking to each other, we all should become an ambassador of it. And we should start pushing the walls. We should start, spreading out the things, and we should start adopting it as well as spreading it out. So this is how we can
Agreed.
develop the ecosystem. So we yes, I would simply say that we need not to compare ourselves within India. Most of the factors there is no match with respect to India. So what we can do is rather comparing ourselves with others, we should start focusing on ourselves that how can we adopt it quickly, what role as an individual I can play, what role as an organization I can play, and what role we should be expecting as a government and regulatory bodies as a play. So this is how we should adopt it. If we keep on talking about the comparisons, our neighboring countries, so we all know that the change in Pakistan is not easy. I mean, like, tell me any other factor or any other area where we are leading from the front in technology
We are
perspective.
always resilient. We are
Yes.
always resilient.
So, I mean, this is the time to change. We, as a Gen Z, I would say the most of the people hearing they belong to Gen Z, and our Gen Z is a very very creative, very productive, very active, and the social media presence and the reach to the social media is there. So the adoption can help them out quickly at this point in time for this particular technology. So we should start. I think rather comparing.
Okay. Uh, for those whose questions have not been answered, I request you that your questions are shared over here. And you have our media handles as well. They are mentioned earlier. You can share us via email and we will respond you. Mr. Zubair will respond your queries. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. As we conclude, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for our distinguished speaker, Mr. Zubair Elahi, for sharing his deep knowledge, vision, and embellishing with, latest examples as well. He has shed light on national AI policy and sovereign AI policy and national AI cloud as well. So, just cutting it short, AI is just not a technology. It is a bridge towards making Islamic finance more inclusive, ethical, and what do we say, globally competitive. It is our duty as professionals, practitioners, and learners to harness these innovations responsibly while staying aligned with the Sharia spirit. A special thanks to all our participants and a very special thanks to Mr. Zubair Elahi for joining us today and making this session very productive. On behalf of Al-Sadiq, on behalf of Al-Sadiq Institute of Islamic Banking, Finance and Takaful, I once again thank you. We look forward to welcoming you in our future programs. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, sir. Allah Hafiz.